Now, in terms of where we don't want to go, if you have coronavirus, in most of the cases, your big fear is that it's going to get your lungs. That's what it wants. It wants your lungs, this thing. So this weekend, I had the fever start to go down a little bit, and I started to feel it come into my chest. So I went to get a chest x-ray, and I want you guys to see this, just so you can see what we're looking for and not, okay? Now, Doc, obviously you understand this. What we're looking for in the lungs are big white areas. What are the terms that people will hear? What are they looking for, and what do you see in this mighty expanse of chest in front of you?
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, one of the things that you'll hear is infiltrate. Do you have an infiltrate in your chest, in your lungs? And that's basically a collection of inflammatory fluid. I would look for those in areas where, the black areas are the air in your lungs. I would look for some of those black areas to essentially be filled with white spots. And I just want to make it clear for the audience, I'm not diagnosing here from afar or via television. In the middle of the chest x-ray there, you can see you have a little bit of infiltrates, and you can see this this is the side view now. You'll see in the sort of middle of the film there is your spine. You see those sort of domino-looking bones, awfully small, I might add, Chris, for a big guy like you, in the middle of the spine there, and then in front of that is the x-ray of your lungs. And it looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit of fluid build up there, but not something that I would definitively call pneumonia, which is what they're trying to diagnose. Pneumonia is not just diagnosed by a chest x-ray, but it's one of the tools that doctors use to diagnose it. So it looks good. And again, just to make it clear, I'm not diagnosing Chris via television here, but that it looks pretty good, and I looked at that more closely on my computer today.
Right. Look, and I had different pulmonary people look at it. They take very gross readings, because it's either really pneumonia or it really isn't. And they expect me to have infiltrate because I have the virus. And I have to tell you, it is scary to have your lungs go up there and see this stuff and be like, well, what is that? What is like that smoke in there? And they tell you, yeah, it's the virus. It's in there. It's in you. You have to fight to keep it out. And, I'm doing fine. I don't have pneumonia. But if I want to stay that way, I got to have some things fall in my favor.
Coronavirus. What to do, what to avoid, and when to see a doctor. CNN's new podcast has answers. Join Dr. Sanjay Gupta for Coronavirus, Fact versus Fiction. Listen on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.